Welcome to the audio play tour of Kelvinside, Hillhead Parish Church. To begin, you should get into the porch area at the main door into the church. You are about to become Joanne and walk around the church in her footsteps, hearing her inner thoughts about the place and her place in it. Here's Joanne.
Wait, am I allowed in here? I've never actually tried the door before, even though I've walked past here every day. That carving is beautiful. How would I describe it if I was writing for the newspaper? They're like flowers, like miniature stained glass windows without stained glass. I feel like I'm in a room within a room, or a church within a church. I wonder if I could go through the door and into the main church. What does the sign say? Welcome. Okay, I'll just push this door on the left and oh good! It's open too. A wheelchair? Why would that be here? Okay, Joanne, if you think you're going to be a writer, why don't you make up a story for it? Maybe someone came into the church in the wheelchair and was miraculously healed and didn't need the chair anymore. This is fun. And maybe that little mark on the wall was a child pretending to be an angel fighting off a demon. And what would they use as a sword? I know, an umbrella. And they stabbed the wall. I'm going to get my work camera out and photograph that. Maybe I could do a story about this building for the paper. If I could get my editor to agree, this could be the thing that's my big break and will let me write proper stories and not just take pictures of celebrities. Oh, and I don't know, the smallest dog in the world. Okay, so if I'm going to write a story with photographs, I'll need to properly explore. So, what's that little wooden tent thing? I'll walk around and see it from the other side. Oh, look, it's a tiny chair. Okay, I'm going to sit in it. Oh, okay. This was a bad idea. How am I going to get up from here with my bump? Me and this baby are going to be in this chair forever. Okay, if I lean forward. Oh, are those safety pins? Maybe this Boys Brigade display has something to do with the story. Maybe the Boys Brigade leader was making badges for the new recruits and was explaining to them the history of the display and left the pins here. Okay, right, Joanne. Let's stand us up. Oh, I'm going to stay away from that shiny chair and walk around here. Oh, those flowers are so lovely. They're so new as well. They smell nice. They're like spring in a pot. It's new life. I think this baby inside me is dancing about the spring in my tummy. Okay, baby, let's go into the center aisle and see this church properly. The pillars are beautiful. They're like trees holding up the ceiling. These pews are so soft under my hands as I walk. They're like waves. Wave me up to the ceiling. Oh my goodness, it's so high! Look at those beautiful lights. They're like crowns. And the windows. Oh, I've walked past this for years since I've got my new job. And I've never noticed the windows. I think from the outside they don't catch your eye at all. But when you're in here, it's like being inside a jewelry box. Ribbons by the door. A mystery. Maybe it's to do with that window. I can see the words. Justice, truth. Does that say William George Teacher? Maybe he made the window. And what's that door opposite? Lots of golden names around that. Maybe it's a war memorial. How good is it that they have their names in gold? It's like having a bit of them here. Someone was thinking about them when they went away fighting, and when they died, and when they wanted to remember. Beautiful things can help us remember. That would make a great photo. The light on the names like that. What's that on my right? A tree stump. Oh, ribbons for prayer. I wonder if that's what those big ribbons on the door are for. The ones underneath the truth window. Is that window is that window through the tree stump? No, it's a reflection of the windows behind. I can't see past the reflection. What's in the frame? Is that cross made of bent wood? I think it says something underneath. This cross was made for beams of a village hut in Bangladesh, which was wantonly destroyed by arson. The charred wood was brought back by St. Paul's Cathedral Relief Service, Calcutta, which worked among refugees in India for 8 months and also in Bangladesh, rebuilding thousands of these burnt houses. Whoa. Maybe there's hope for human beings after all. What an amazing thing. Something that happened so far away was commemorated here. It's a transformation. To use something that was destroyed to make a cross that symbolizes hope for so many. Maybe if I lean in, I'll be able to get a better photo. I love that reflection. If I get a bit closer. Oh no. What am I leaning on? Is that a book underneath the glass? Poppies. More names. It must be a book of remembrance. So many names on each page. Galbraith. Wait, that's my second name. There were 3 Galbraiths. And they were all in the Highland Light Infirmary. They must have been brothers. David, Norman, Brody. What a tragedy for that family. This part of the church is beautifully carved. And even more names. Another memorial. There was just so many deaths in the war. Gold words again. To the glory of God and in memory of those who fell in the war. 1914 to 1917. This chancel is dedicated. This whole place is a memory box. Wait, William George Teacher. Why does that name ring a bell? Oh, the window above the ribbons. It must be a memorial window. Aged 22 years, he died. But what a beautiful thing to create in his memory. Another transformation, from sad to stunning and hopeful. Truth, justice, peace, and liberty. This story is going to be about beauty from brokenness. I need to get some good pictures of these windows. I wonder if I can get a good view of all of them in one. Okay, if I climb up the balcony where the organ is, I could just walk past the central pews and along between the pews. Past the church within the church and up these stairs and all the way around. This is definitely my exercise for a week. Okay, let's make that a month. Lunging this bump up the stairs. Whoa, the light! The organ is huge. And angels. Maybe that's what the wee boy was pretending to be. The one who stabbed the wall. And the windows. It's so peaceful and surreal up here. This story is going to change my life. And all because of a building I've walked past and never noticed. I know what I want to do. I want to write stories about things that we see that we don't see. I was right about those flowers representing new life. There's new life in me, and this will be a new life for me.
This play was created as part of the West End Theatre Project 2017 during the Easter holiday drama workshops. It was made with support from Kelvinside Hillhead Parish Church. Joanne was created and played by Emanuela Damptey. The script was written by Emanuela Damptey and Ishbel McFarlane. Thank you for listening.